Lifting your stone of help. What it really means to raise your Ebenezer. When you hear the word Ebenezer, what pops into your mind? Chances are you're picturing a grumpy old man in a nightgown, Ebenezer Scrooge from A Christmas Carol. You're not alone. That's what most people think of. But let me ask you a surprising question. Did you know you might have sung that word in church just this past Sunday? That's right. If your congregation sang "Come, thou fount of every blessing," then you sang the words, "Here I raise my Ebenezer, hither by thy help I've come." Now wait a second. What exactly did we just say to God? What is an Ebenezer? And how do we raise one? Let's explore this together. Let's be honest. Sometimes we sing hymns with beautiful lyrics, but we don't always understand what we're singing. Have you ever wondered what a veil is? Or what in the world an ebon pinion might be? What is the rose of Sharon? And why are we singing about making our pillow a stone? Now don't get me wrong, these hymns are rich and powerful, but if we don't take time to understand the words, we risk doing exactly what Paul warned against. I will sing with the Spirit, and I will also sing with the understanding. God wants our worship to be heartfelt and thoughtful, so let's dig into that line, "Here I raise my Ebenezer." Believe it or not, the word Ebenezer didn't start with Charles Dickens. It's actually a Hebrew word that means stone of help. We first find it in the Old Testament in 1 Samuel chapter 7. Let me paint the scene. Years before, the Israelites had lost a terrible battle to the Philistines. During that battle, the Ark of the Covenant was captured, an unthinkable loss. 2 of Eli's sons were killed, and when Eli, the high priest, heard the news, he fell backward and died. It was a dark day for God's people. But fast forward 20 years. Israel has begun to turn back to the Lord. The prophet Samuel gathers the people at a place called Mizpah. The Philistines come to attack again. But this time, the Israelites cry out to God for help, and he hears them. God gives them victory. And in response, Samuel does something special. He takes a large stone, sets it up, and gives it a name. Then Samuel took a stone and set it up, and called its name Ebenezer, saying, "Thus far, the Lord has helped us." 1 Samuel chapter 7, verse 12. This was no ordinary stone. It was a symbol of trust, a marker of mercy, a memorial of God's help in a time of great need. There's something powerful in those two little words, "thus far." Samuel wasn't just saying God helped us today. He was saying, look at the road behind us. Look how far we've come. Every step, God has been there. And I believe he'll be there for every step ahead, too. That's the heart of raising an Ebenezer. It's not about lifting a literal stone. It's about lifting your voice and your heart in praise to the one who has helped you through every storm. Have you ever had a moment like that? Maybe you were walking through grief and God comforted you. Maybe you were burdened by guilt and he gave you grace. Maybe you didn't know how you'd make it, but here you are. Friend, that's your Ebenezer moment. When we sing, "Here I raise my Ebenezer," we're declaring something beautiful. God, I'm still here because you helped me. You carried me. You showed up when I needed you most. We're doing what Samuel did. We're marking the moment. We're remembering his faithfulness, and we're choosing to trust him for the road ahead. Jesus is still our stone of help. He is still the one who saves, strengthens, and sustains. So the next time you sing that old hymn, don't let the words fly past you. Let them come from your heart. Say it like you mean it. "Here I raise my Ebenezer. Hither by thy help I've come." Because you have, and he's not finished helping you.